Well, if it ain't Vanity, back at it again. We're back, guys. Welcome back. Oh my god, I miss you so much. Yeah, we are back with another video. I've realized, by the way, I've been literally recording, like uploading daily for 16 days, I think. It's insane. We're on a good streak. I'm trying my best here, guys. I'm trying my best, I promise. So today we're checking out part 2 of the Decayed. Or more so, if you want the longer title, the Minecraft player still trapped in a loop. First video was amazing. The making of the video and like the concept is so creative and it's so insanely well made. So I'm really eager to see what this conclusion is because we were left on a basically a cliffhanger, I guess you could say. Well, not cliffhanger, but we just didn't get that far. But retro gaming is back with this video. So we're gonna check it out together. Let's get straight into it. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. The Decayed. Oh, the music is still so good.
A couple of months ago, I stumbled across a rather odd channel on YouTube called The Decayed. It initially seemed like a regular Minecraft channel, but the more I watched, the more odd and unexplainable things happened. I soon found myself deep within a rabbit hole, and I decided to make a video about what I found.
Yep.
But since then, a lot has changed, and it's time for an update. So let's dive back in and continue the fascinating story of The Decayed. You will want to watch the first video if you haven't yet, but I'll do my best to keep everyone in the loop as we continue. When we left off last time, Matthew and Serene had just jumped into a mysterious hole in Abgrund, unsure of what they would find. The following video is entitled Exec Footage Confrontation. This video takes place from Exec05's perspective. Recall that this is Thomas, one of Matthew's friends from the SMP.
Small detail here. We see that the crosshair is the same as the channel's logo.
Thomas is in his personal world, but he soon teleports to Limbo using a command. When he arrives, he stumbles across Architect, who was previously sent here to handle the anomalies in his quadrant. The conversation between the two quickly turns combative.
Wait, is this... Okay, so this is new then, I guess. So I was like, wait, is he like recapping here? But I guess this is new. Okay, alright, let's go.
Well, I already know what you've been up to.
Shut up, you know this place is sick. Even she wouldn't control to the extent that you do. We don't know who this mysterious she character is. Perhaps it's the same she that called the meeting to keep Architect accountable. Whoever she is, the mention of her makes Architect extremely upset.
You don't have to bring her into the conversation. Listen, if you try that again, I will end you.
But Thomas has had enough of working for Architect, and his anger boils over. They're my friends, Ark. You locked my friends into this twisted place, you and the other keepers.
I understand that, though you signed everything that was handed to you.
Thomas fires back and then jumps off the edge of Limbo. We've just learned the name of the people that Architect works with. They're called Keepers. These are the red and blue figures from the Loss of Control video, the ones that sent Architect here to deal with Andrew. In fact, the description of this video is a transcript of one of their conversations. The Keepers discuss Architect's continued incompetence.
Yeah.
Has he done anything even remotely productive since we last checked up on him? From what
I must also ask this from a production standpoint. Like, I'm guessing this player that... Because I'm not sure if the Retro made this ARG or not. Whoever made the ARG, they must have gotten their friends, stuff like that, to do this with. Like, hey, I have an awesome idea, let's do this. Because this just, it looks so well made.
Call no. He seems to only be doing this because we talked to him. That is quite embarrassing, honestly. I don't think she'd take kindly to that.
Who is she?
The context clues seem to suggest that the woman is the leader of the Keepers. We'll have to keep an eye out for her moving forward.
This is also the first time we hear about her. So.
The penultimate video of The Decayed is called One of Those Days. This video is, well, let's just take a look. As the footage begins, we'll notice that it's set somewhere we have not seen before, a rainy street. The sky is dull and gray, and there is no background music.
Andrew.
Later, we will see that this street is next to a Walmart with a parking lot behind. A pair of Minecraft players walk up to the bench and sit down. The players' names are Andrew and Matthew, but this is actually really strange because these are their actual names, not their usernames, Sandy Carps and Cargo Ships.
Yep.
Their skins are different too. They look realistic, unlike the skins we've seen thus far. Matthew and Andrew begin to have a conversation with one another. School is so tiring sometimes, and to think that we are just a few months from going to college, it kinda creeps me out. Same. The characters talk as they would in real life. They don't mention Minecraft a single time. It isn't long.
Is this like a recording of them in real life, but it's like made into Minecraft? Could this be
long
something
until
like
the
that?
conversation moves in a more contemplative direction.
The rain is messing with my eyes. It's kinda relaxing to just stare into nothing. It makes me think, actually, like, what purpose do we even have? What goal are we supposed to achieve? And why is it just taken from you when you die?
These
It's really cruel.
deep questions
But Andrew
here.
responds with a positive outlook.
It's worth it. Like, even if nothing matters, even if nothing would change if I'd never even existed, at least I get to live.
True.
At least I get to meet people like you.
True.
At least I can have friends or people who understand me, who acknowledge how truly this world is. And the fact that we might never meet again after school ends, it makes me really sad.
Yeah.
Then Andrew says something impactful.
Never once did I think to leave you behind, Matthew.
Aww.
Matthew responds.
We have our ups and downs, and that's fine, honestly.
Then Andrew needs to go. The video finishes with him saying that he wants to see Matthew again soon. In some ways, this video is the most difficult one to interpret that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Let's try and understand what we've seen. First, let's figure out the timing. It appears that neither Matthew nor Andrew have contracted the disease. Their conversations are lucid and normal. This suggests that the video
This
occurred
must be like a look back of the nostalgia in a way.
before the events in Matthew's journal. The players have yet to start their SMP at this point.
Gotta take some
This
hand
naturally
cream.
leads us to ask how this video even exists at all. It's almost as if we're seeing a real-life conversation,
Exactly,
but through the lens
like
of a
I
Minecraft
said.
world.
Like I said.
It's an interesting inversion. To this point, the disease has taken real-life people and put them into Minecraft. But here, Minecraft has come to
But almost like, not that they've caught the disease yet, but it's almost like it's started here, if you get what I mean. Like, somehow it has access to this memory, so it must have started from here, no?
the real world instead. The topic of the conversation is notable. The two friends wrestle with the purpose of existence, the classic question of the meaning of life. This quandary has been referenced previously. Recall that the channel description contains a poem exploring some of the same ideas.
Doing and doing and doing without
Oh.
a reason, without a consciousness,
Yep.
without a change, without an end. Is there ever a day we will see the end of the tunnel? Or will we just remain, watching life walk right past us?
But now the poem has changed. There are additional lines that didn't previously exist.
Feeling the wind hit our face, letting the rain pour all over us. Like the grains of sand we are, placed by destiny, where we will forever stay. Like a flower that never bloomed. MD.
We
MD.
discover that this poem is written by Matthew. This
What?
poem has many of the same ideas that he mentions in his conversation with Andrew, a struggle with the perceived meaningless of existence. What's interesting here is that Matthew will be forced to confront these questions head-on, as he will be the first of the friend group to fully succumb to the disease, becoming
Yeah.
trapped in a loop. Matthew will be the one who is doing and doing and doing without consciousness. On the flip side, Andrew will also get trapped, but he'll find a way to become sentient and escape it. We still don't know how he did this, but perhaps his positive outlook on life had something to do with it. There is one
Maybe,
further
yeah.
detail to mention. One of the signs has an arrow pointing to Navidson High School. This name is noteworthy for its connection to the book House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski.
How do you come to that conclusion? What?
The work follows a fictional documentary entitled The Navidson Record. The book's format is complex and difficult, and while I haven't read enough of it to interpret the connection, I felt it was worth mentioning nonetheless. The following video is called Les Fleurs, which is French for The Flowers. This is the final video of The Decayed.
Oh, already?
It opens with a rapid sequence of 7 distorted shots, a real-life photograph of purple flowers, an image from the previous video, Execo 5's White World, the courtyard from the disposal, an experiment door in Limbo, the real house, and a physical journal. The reason for this specific sequence of images is unclear. The footage then switches to the perspective of Matthew. Now it is his turn to enter Grenzen. Andrew is nowhere to be seen, and neither is Serene Mist, even though they both entered the pit simultaneously.
Yeah.
Grenzen is similar to what we've seen so far, except that there are even more structures from the player's SMP. For example, Thomas's house is present.
Just like I remember it.
We then jump to Thomas's perspective. Since he jumped off of Limbo, he is now in Abgrund. Exec 111 is there and asks what's happening. Thomas has a dour response.
everything is going downhill.
Thomas enters a door in a cave and he sees the table and chairs from his world. The background is completely black, the signature aesthetic of Grenzen. Interestingly, every player that ends up here sees something slightly different. Andrew, Thomas, and Matthew are apparently in different places.
Yeah.
This is made clear when Thomas turns around and breaks the black blocks of the wall, revealing a marble pathway. And we find that Grenzen is not one singular space. Instead, there are multiple possible rooms, each encompassing a pitch-black area.
What?
Matthew is currently in one of these rooms. The perspective shifts back to him and he sees Thomas break in.
Oh.
Matthew, hurry up. We gotta go right now.
Matthew responds with confusion.
WTF? You just broke the void. Yes, that's all an illusion. We have to get out of here now.
Matthew
What
is
the
worried about
fuck?
Serene Mist, who is probably in her own Grenzen room.
Yeah.
Thomas says that they have to leave her behind for now. The two players jump off the platform.
What? Why? What happens?
The video switches to the perspective of Andrew. He is no longer in Grenzen. Instead, he roams a large
Now he's like with shaders.
field of flowers. It is nighttime, and the sky is adorned with a blocky aurora. Andrew wanders around until he finds a lone tree, standing in stark contrast to the flat landscape beyond. After a few moments, Thomas and Matthew appear, and for the first time in the series, the entire group has been
Aww.
reunited. All the players from the SMP are here, together in this field of flowers.
Oh, that's cute.
But their time to catch up is cut short with the sudden arrival of Architect.
Oh,
Taking
fuck.
some time off, aren't you? Anomalies, frauds, they're synonymous, really.
For the first time, Architect has come face to face with Andrew, the anomaly he's been trying and failing to
Yeah.
control.
Assuming you're the higher up here, what makes you think that what you're doing is okay? What makes you believe that you can question my decisions? I mean, Sandy, you're the first of the anomalies. You've been through it all, haven't you?
Eh?
Andrew responds with an accusatory question.
Don't you think it's a little bit unfair that you get to decide what happens to us for the rest of our lives? Maybe you aren't even the one in charge. You act as a puppet in the grand scheme of things. You don't let us fulfill our own destiny. Do you really think that you're a god? That's enough. Being
Mic drop.
one of the keepers, it is my duty to contain you all here.
However, Thomas has worked directly under Architect, and he knows what we've all seen.
Yeah.
Architect is the one who is truly the fraud.
And what if the keepers see you as weak? From what I can tell, all you've done is sit back and watch as everything unfolds. Thomas, don't you dare. The keepers, they respect me. I respect them. My intentions are clear. I wish to contain the vessels within their respective worlds. I asked you this earlier, didn't I? You, being an exec, it's your job to listen to my orders.
Fair
But
enough.
Thomas begins to taunt Ark, asking if it was bothersome when he disobeyed the orders so shamelessly.
It's pathetic. All these questions about what do I gain from this? What do you gain from this? You've gone all this way only to disobey me, to disobey her.
There's
Who
another
is
reference
her?
to the mysterious female character, the same one Ark said not to bring up. Thomas promptly calls him out for this. Then Andrew interjects.
Tell me, how powerful are you really? Are you truly the powerful being you make yourself out to be? Or is it a facade? Sandy, you don't even dare use my real name. Are you this afraid of me? Do you know that I've gained a large amount of control? Back off. Or were you too afraid so you ignored it? You are weak.
Something strange has just happened. When we return, we are now viewing the world from Matthew's perspective. Architect is gone. The players react with confusion. Andrew asks Thomas about the back door, the reason they came down here. But Thomas admits that he doesn't know if it really exists. This was just a blind guess. The players are trapped here. The one positive is that without Architect to lead them, the execs are no longer a threat to the players.
Yeah. What happened now?
Then Matthew begins to stare at the
Wait, that's the moon. Don't watch that, you know. If you know, you know.
moon. The players cease talking as if in a trance. After a few moments, they continue.
Is that just me? I know what you're talking about. I feel it too. She's coming.
Oh
A
shit.
figure has appeared by the tree. She
What?
begins to talk.
I must say, it is
Is this her? No, wait. Jacinth.
quite unexpected to see you here. My name is Jacinthe. I am the caretaker.
Oh,
Having
French.
visitors is not something you see every day.
Thomas responds.
I never thought this would happen.
Thomas, dear, I do not show myself. You know that, yes?
Jacinth says that she is the caretaker. This must be the character referenced by Architect, the one who called the meeting of the keepers. Having worked for Architect, Thomas knows who she is. He asks why she's here.
Well, a vessel eliminating a keeper. Fascinating, isn't it?
What?
It is, but like how? Isn't that impossible?
Not necessarily. Andrew may be powerful, but this is new. My vision has always been to maintain peace within the concept.
Jacinth is the creator of the concept, not Architect. We soon learn more.
My intentions were never to cause harm. That you can blame on the keepers. Though creating such an extravagant multiverse, it can be difficult to keep a proper structure. It's a shame it had to end up like this.
And for the first time, we discover the true purpose of the concept's multiverse.
Yeah, let's see.
It was not intended to serve as a prison, but rather a safe haven, a place to put the infected in order to keep their spirit alive. These experiments are not supposed to be traps. They're supposed to be safe houses.
Your assumptions are accurate.
What?
Though the impossibility of my vision is something I never considered. Your actions provoked something in me. That impossibility has been acknowledged. The very idea behind it all. It is beautifully dissonant. Each flower you see around us is a representation of the vessels within this very multiverse.
What?
After having cared for them for so long, it is not something I can let go of.
Yo, what the hell? This is insane, bro. What? So each flower is each individual person of the there's so many flowers. Oh my god. And like the intentions of it is so pure in a way. It's like it's moving me, you know?
This tree you see before me,
Mhm.
it is what gives life to these vessels.
Oh.
Or, in simpler words, this tree represents the entirety of the concept, branching in all sorts of ways, the root of everything.
However, Andrew has actually been a vessel in the concept, and he responds, asking why Jacinth can't just let them go. But Jacinth doesn't know.
What?
It is beyond me, caring for the vessels, the residents, anyone within the regions of this place.
Andrew continues.
There has to be a way.
Yeah.
We can't just stay here forever. It's like hell.
I'm sorry, Andrew. Unfortunately, there is no way to free the vessels.
What?
Then a proposition from Andrew.
Is there a way to destroy the concept?
What? What are you implying?
If we can't be freed, then I'd rather let everyone's souls rest. This is not our destiny. This is not what we all...
Counter argument here, but are you the one to decide that? Now I know that like he is the only one that's become sentient, and sure there are definitely negative sides of this with the keepers being harmful, etc. But who are you to say that, you know? Who are you to say that you can free everybody when maybe they don't even want to be freed?
Jacinth doesn't answer.
I cannot continue this. It breaks my heart seeing your distress. I will leave you here. I wish you the best.
What? Okay,
But
bye.
before she leaves, Matthew calls to Jacinth once more.
Jacinth, wait. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It is only fair. I will leave you to it.
Jacinth is gone. The players
Oh.
discuss what to do next. Andrew
Break
says
the
that he
tree.
has an idea.
A sacrifice.
Hey?
Don't you dare, Andrew. It's the only way. Letting the vessels rest. This is what she would have wanted, truth be told. She's too attached and is unable to let go, though.
Yeah.
Matthew pleads with Andrew, but he is unswayed.
Andrew, it's not worth it. It is. Letting everyone be locked in this prison of endless torment. As I said, it's torture. This is the best option, guys. It was a great ride.
Andrew
What?
continues despite Matthew's objection.
I know it hurts, but think about what I'm truly doing. No loop will ever have to play again. No exec will ever be in the hands of a higher-up.
True.
And while we aren't free anymore, nor will we ever be in any possible world, at least we once were.
Thomas accepts Andrew's decision.
We'll miss you, Andrew. I'll miss you guys too. Though not the best way to go, this will be my goodbye. I hope to see you again soon.
The screen cuts to black.
What?
When we return, the camera is now in a third-person view.
Oh.
Andrew is gone, and apparently so is the tree. This leaves only Matthew and Thomas, who walk through the flowers. They talk about how nice this place is. But this peace is only temporary. We watch the sky become pale as the concept begins to collapse.
Oh my god.
The players start to run. A whooshing sound accompanies the increasingly foggy world.
This is insane.
It brightens and brightens, and then maybe things just have to come to an end sometimes, nearly paramount to growth despite the loss. Everyone has a destiny. Some find it sooner than others, some later on. Though some may try to force their version of your destiny upon you, in the end it is only your own that prevails. Things are tough in this world. Nobody ever wants to lose someone close to them. We've seen it countless times. It ends up okay.
Holy
At
shit.
least that's what we hope. When your fate is sealed, eventually you have to accept it. It might be difficult at first, but you will have to. I'm sorry, we all are, but it's reality. You may hope to see each other again, maybe one day, but for now, it's goodbye.
Yo, wait. This is so fucking well made. Oh my god. That gave me so much chills, bro. Can I just like see this again, please? I just want to see like this, like the music and like this whole thing forming. It's just, oh my god, hold on.
Sound accompanies the increasingly foggy world.
Holy shit, that like caught me off guard. That was so fucking well made. Holy shit.
It brightens and brightens, and then
Look at that. Oh my god.
maybe things just have to come
Honestly,
to an end.
I would want like, listen, retro, right? Retro. If you see this video, please send me just like, can you send me the file of this and like remove the text and just have the music and like your voice and then just have this? Thank you.
Sometimes,
This was
nearly
so good.
paramount
Holy
to
shit.
sooner than you.
That is insane. All right,
Ends up
let's go
okay.
forward.
You have to accept all are. One day. But for now, it's goodbye.
Holy shit. What a fucking ARG. Damn, okay. Jesus, this was incredible. But I'm guessing it's not the end because we have something here. It's like an interpretation.
This is the end of the Decayed. And, well, there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
So let's dive right in.
let's go.
We'll begin with an overview of the story. I'll use this little icon here to indicate the original video of the footage that is on screen. That way, it will be easy for you to go back and see the evidence that I'm discussing if you wish. The core element of the Decayed is a mysterious illness that appeared in 2017. This disease is especially
I feel like,
prevalent.
in a way, it does like kind of make sense to have this explained. In a way, I kind of don't want it to be explained. Because like I feel like you want to like, you know, let your own feeling or you know, your own thoughts in a way. Like I like an open ending because it makes people think, it makes people want to talk about it, you know. But we'll watch it, but just that's my opinion myself. Let's go.
Among teenagers. When infected, the victim suffers increasingly brutal physical afflictions, red spots on their skin, extreme fatigue,
That's
nausea.
insane though.
Yet these issues pale in comparison to the mental deterioration that also occurs. An infected person becomes decreasingly capable of coherent thought, replaced with the mysterious urge to abandon reality and enter the void of Minecraft.
Yep.
Eventually, an infected person succumbs completely and their consciousness is somehow transferred into Minecraft itself. When this happens, the player enters an experiment within a multiverse called the Concept.
Yep.
Here, the player is forced to replay the same few minutes of gameplay over and over forever. The Concept is created by someone named Jacinth. She is the boss of several keepers, each of whom is responsible for several experiments.
Yep.
These keepers are split into a red side and a blue side. The mixture of the colors makes purple, the color of Jacinth.
Yep.
Architect is a red keeper, and he watches over Matthew's world. Every keeper has a team of execs working for them. These execs run the experiments, attempting to ensure stability. Each experiment can be accessed from Limbo, a purple location that serves as a hub.
Yeah.
We learned from the final video that the experiments are not intended to be traps. Rather, their purpose is to protect the souls that have been infected by the disease. The souls inhabit vessels. The endless loops provide a safe haven, ensuring that the people are not completely lost.
Yep.
However, this protection comes at a cost. Vessels are not free to think for themselves. While safe, they are unable to escape their infinite loops. They are trapped. This all changes when Andrew becomes aware that he is in a loop.
Yeah.
This allows him to observe the loop from the outside, watching as Matthew continues his repetitions. But Andrew is clearly not supposed to do this. The world around him quickly begins to decay, with the loop unable to continue as expected. This includes the disappearance of Matthew's vessel. Andrew's ability to think leads him to find other players in other loops, including Xiphoid and Serene Mist. His arrival breaks their loop as well, and they join him on the adventure. Andrew spreads his sentience to others. But all of this represents a problem for the Keepers. They want vessels to remain safely in their associated experiments.
Yep.
The execs realize that Andrew is becoming sentient, and they attempt to prevent this from happening, locking worlds and spying on him using cameras. They eventually send him to Disposal, a place intended to isolate him from the experiments. However, one exec is different. Exec 05 is Thomas, and he knew Andrew and Matthew before the disease hit.
Yep.
Thomas saves Andrew from the Disposal and gives him instructions on how to free Matthew from his loop. Guided by Thomas, the players jump off the edge of Limbo and land in Abgrund, the Abyss. This place is extremely dark. They wander for a while until they find a mysterious door, which Andrew enters. This takes him to a place called Grenzen. Here, Andrew sees structures from his Minecraft server appear, his house, a castle, and so on. Back in Abgrund, Serene and Matthew meet Exec 111, a previous employee of Architect. He sends the players to a place where they can more safely enter Grenzen. Serene and Matthew eventually find this place, and they jump into a pit to teleport.
Bye.
It is revealed that Grenzen contains many different rooms. Each person seems to end up in their own. Matthew's Grenzen room is similar to Andrew's, but not exactly the same.
Yeah.
Thomas breaks into Matthew's room, and they jump off the edge to escape, leaving Serene Mist behind. Matthew,
Yeah, that was a fucking dickhead move.
Andrew, and Thomas all end up in a place called the Garden. Each of the flowers here represents a vessel somewhere within the multiverse, and the tree in the center provides life to them. Architect appears, but he is destroyed when Andrew questions his power. The players then meet Jacinth, the caretaker of the concept. She explains how her vision of peace for the vessels has proved to be impossible.
Exactly.
Andrew decides to sacrifice himself in order to destroy the concept and let the souls of the infected rest. The Decayed ends as we watch the concept begin to disintegrate. Now that we've seen the whole series, we can think more about how to interpret it. Let's talk more about the concept. Each experiment is a looping world containing a brief snapshot of a specific window of time. It seems as though these snapshots evolve and morph into new versions. At one point, we see the same characters in a different experiment.
Exactly.
However, this situation is inherently unstable. Vessels have a tendency to break out of their loops and begin to think for themselves.
Yeah.
While Andrew gets the furthest, it is unlikely that he is the first to ever do this. The execs have a lot of infrastructure in place to handle this situation, including cameras in the experiments and Disposal, a place to put sentient vessels. But Andrew is different because the execs struggle to control him once he gains sentience. The reason for this is that he has Thomas as an exec helping him on the inside. The Keepers become increasingly concerned by Andrew's uncanny ability to escape their clutches, but Architect proves incapable of slowing him down. As Andrew grows increasingly sentient, he realizes that being trapped in a loop is torture, the same idea he discusses in his poem. In his mind, the vessels in the experiment are not actually free at all. Their infinite looping is a fate worse than death. This motivates him to destroy the concept and let the souls rest. He sacrifices himself in the process. We don't really know how this works or why a sacrifice is necessary.
Exactly,
to
like
the
why?
concept. And I think the deeper implications of what Andrew has done are not quite clear. Vessels are capable of becoming sentient. Why is it better to kill them before they even have that opportunity?
Yeah.
It's also worth noting Andrew's final line in the One of Those Days video. It is here that Andrew tells Matthew that he never once thought to leave him behind.
Like he almost knew this was gonna happen.
And yet, this is exactly what Andrew ultimately does. He leaves his friends behind. Unfortunately, we don't know what happens to Thomas and Matthew.
Yeah.
Let's step back for a moment and ask a question that I touched upon in my last video. How are we even watching the events of the Decayed? Who is uploading videos to this channel? We can look to the descriptions for clues. The uploader is unlikely to be Matthew or Andrew, as descriptions contain quotations of them.
Yeah.
It's probably not Jacinth either, as she's referenced in the third person.
Exactly.
Sometimes, descriptions talk to the viewer directly, such as a message to use command to keep watching. As this conflicts with Architect's words in the video itself, we can say that Architect is not the uploader either. Some descriptions have quotations taken from conversations either by execs or keepers, where they discuss the current situation with Andrew. This indicates that the uploader has access to internal keeper discussions, but they've also somehow acquired gameplay recordings of the vessels, something that even the execs don't have, as evidenced by their need for cameras. Then there's the issue of the video that seems to take place in real life.
Exactly.
To be honest, I'm not sure if there's any character we've seen that would have access to all of this information. The channel's owner appears to be an unresolved mystery. There are some smaller details that I find odd. In the Limbo video, why does the painting in the house change to the purple flowers, seemingly guiding Andrew to the edge of the world?
Exactly.
In the next
Who
video,
guided
why
him?
are 4 purple flowers placed into Andrew's inventory? Surely these two events are somehow related. Who is doing this? Well, one option is that it's Jacinth.
Yeah.
In fact, her name is actually a type of purple flower, known more commonly as hyacinth in English. She is the one who created the garden, with flowers representing vessels. Things get more interesting when we look at the mythology surrounding this flower. There's a Greek myth involving the sun god Apollo and a beautiful young man named Hyacinthus. The two were
Please enjoy. Oh wait, fuck. No! Oh my god.
is that it's Jacinth. In fact, her name is actually a type of purple
Yeah, we know
garden
this.
surrounding this flower. There's a Greek myth involving the sun god
Please enjoy this YouTube-approved animation.
Apollo and a beautiful young man named Hyacinthus. The two were very close to one another, and this made the wind god Zephyrus jealous. When Apollo threw a discus, Zephyrus blew it off course and caused it to strike and kill Hyacinthus.
What the hell?
Apollo was devastated. Rather than let Hyacinthus go to the underworld to meet Hades, Apollo transformed him into a flower, allowing his beauty to remain on Earth. This is actually very similar to what the Jacinth character does in the Decayed. Each flower in the garden represents a soul trapped in the concept. Jacinth has preserved them, but at a cost. The souls are not free to die and move on to the afterlife.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, references to death and the afterlife are a recurring motif within the series. Thomas describes vessels as ghosts, and Andrew says that these looping
they are
experiments
dead.
are
Like,
like hell.
original people are dead.
Furthermore, Limbo is a reference to the first circle of hell as described in Dante's Inferno. This place has virtuous non-Christians and the unbaptized. Dante describes the location as a shadowy meadow. It is calm and peaceful, but the souls are forever blocked from the presence of God. Something that I don't quite understand is the purpose of Grenzen. Why is there a place that has buildings from the vessel's original worlds? These buildings are typically from a future point in time than the loops. We do know that buildings can hold some type of special power. Andrew's path towards sentience is accelerated when he finds the real house. It's so important that it's shown at the end of several videos. Despite this, I've yet to find a cohesive explanation that ties all this together. Speaking of the real house, it's still not totally clear why Thomas would destroy Matthew's diaries.
There's so
The
many
best theory
unanswered
I have
things.
is that he's trying to protect himself by ensuring that Architect can't discover that Thomas is personally connected to the anomalies. I also wonder about the fake cargo, or Matthew, in the reality video. Is he being controlled by
So
Architect,
many fucking
or is
questions.
it somebody else? Interestingly, we do see a name tag in the distance earlier in the video.
Oh.
Overall, it feels like I'm circling around a cohesive interpretation for this series, but I'm not quite there. And that's why I need your help. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the Decayed. What does it mean? How do all of these puzzle pieces fit together? I'm really excited to see your interpretations. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe.
Subscribe to me,
And
guys.
if you want to support me
honestly.
further, join as a channel member.
Nice.
This has been RGN. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day.
Alright. Nice. This is a really nice one, honestly. Like, not so scary, just very fucked up in another way. This is a re-upload because you determined that the artwork I used for the Greek mythology was an adult content. Unfortunately, I had no choice but to take the old video down and upload again. Oh, okay. Nice. But yeah, this is really good, honestly. Like, I liked it a lot. It was, as I said, like in the last video, I did say that I do really enjoy like time loops. So this was definitely a good ARG for me to watch. And it's a bit of a different one than the other ones we watched. It's not so much horror. It was a little bit in the beginning, but this is really nice. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I will try to like watch a few more ARGs, and I think I want to do like a tier list of it. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that. So turn on notifications when you see that. But yeah, other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.